reset my internet, but I think, I don't want to jinx it, but I think it could be working. Maybe. Let's see if I can see any individuals who have been able to join. Anybody that can see this, let me know. Anybody that can hear my voice, let me know, please. Thank you. Hoping to be able to check soon here and hopefully have better internet connection. I had to go down and reset my router. I tell you what I wouldn't do to have more consistency. All right, I think it's working. I don't want to say it too loudly because the, oh, there we go. Hi, Ivy. Hi, Fatima. Hi, Diane. Hi, Lisa. And Tally's mom, Wilda. Hello. Let's see if anybody else joins us here. There's Dee. Hello, Dee. And all right, so we have some folks in the room right now that were able to join us. Thank you all for jumping on the live stream tonight. I wanted to start at 7, but then I thought I'd wait and see if anybody like Jess or Christopher were going live from Creativation. I didn't see any of them, so I thought it might be, you know, worth giving it a shot to do a live again, in the hopes that my internet would connect and the hopes that my that my phone would decide to cooperate. So, without further ado, I wanted to let you know that if you have your phones handy and if you get any notices that, oh, thank you. If you get any notices that Christopher or Jess are going live, just let me know and I'll wrap it up. I mean, I can always go live again at some point tomorrow. I tell you, I guess I could have easily given up by now, but I do enjoy being able to go live and being able to talk about our products that we love so much, the inks and the cards that we make. How's everybody's weather been? I just wanted you to see that I did the images with my brother Scan and Cut, and I colored them right before going live. That's good, Dee. And I was able to cut them with the Scan and Cut, and it did a really nice job of cutting them. So I'm not sure which little critters I'm going to use, but I'm going to get them off my mat here. But it did a really nice job. I'm really impressed. Better than I could have done trying to fussy cut them, that's for sure. And I haven't seen anybody make any cards yet with the wasp. I have the Scan and Cut 2, the CM350 Scan and Cut. So not the brand new fancy one that has all the bells and whistles, but the my husband got it for me for Christmas. So this is the one I thought we would make a card with, the wasp, which I never thought I'd be making a card with Valentine's with a wasp. But also, we've got the cute little spider. Oops. See if I don't mess her little leg up. The cute little spider and the grasshopper. I colored a couple of them in. I wasn't sure how they would turn out, but I think the grasshopper turned out really super cute. I like it a lot. And the spider, I kept kind of trying to figure out, should I go dark brown, light brown, dark brown, light brown? Wasn't really sure. I was kind of liking this one here. Yeah, isn't the spider cute? Look, it's kind of got static electricity. It wants to keep sliding up my little spatula. It's so cute. I have a whole, I could do like a couple different cards with the spider and the grasshopper. Okay, just bear with me here while I get them off the mat. Yeah, that one turned out really nice, I thought. Okay. And I don't have that many green copic markers, but I had the style file that I purchased at Brutus Monroe, and it's called Yellow Green, and it's perfect for the grasshopper. Because if you've ever looked at a grasshopper, they're not very dark. They're more like a lighter green. Of course, I guess it just depends on what kind of grasshopper. So you have the Cricut Maker ivy. Okay. Well, I'm not really good at designing and doing signs and all of the wonderful things, stencils that the Cricut can do, but one thing I do like to do is color. And I listened to the different reviews, and I listened to MayMay, and she said that, yeah, the style files are nice. I like them a lot. I didn't think I would at first because the barrel is kind of thick compared to Copic, which is the very slender barrel, and it lays more flat. But the more I use them, the more I like the style file. So anyways, MayMay said that, oh, nice, Lisa. Very good. I like to get the gray colors. I seem like I use them a lot. But I don't have that many blue of the style file. So that's why I got the scan and cut, or asked for the scan and cut, because with all the coloring and, hold on a second here. Just want to load this out of the way here. So that's why I decided to do that, because of all the coloring that I do. Let's see. Lisa, you're hoping to get a scan and cut too. So it's raining there in Puerto Rico, Ivy. Well, okay. To make shirts. Yeah. I guess you can with the vinyl and the different materials that you can purchase. That would be cool to make shirts. My cousin, she has little children, and she likes to make different shirts for them with cute little sayings on them. So here we have our wasp, and I thought I would do a honeycomb background, something that looks like a hive with a stencil. That's what I thought I would do. And I thought, since I have the blender brushes, that I would use those to make that. Oh, the heat press. What does the heat press do? I see it on different websites and whatnot, but I don't understand what it oh, it works better for making shirts. Is that what it's for? Okay, so I've got my envelope full of stencils here. Sorry about the glare. Oh my goodness. I'll pull that away from the video. Oh, for pressing the vinyl. Okay. So I'm going to go through my stencils here and try to find the honeycomb style stencil. Hopefully I have one in here. What is sublimation? What is that? I hear that sometimes people say sublimation, but I don't know what it means. Okay, let me see here. Well, I did have a honeycomb. I really did. Oh, I know. I have a stamp that looks like a honeycomb. It's a MayMay stamp. So just hold on 1 second. I'll be back. You guys can talk about sublimation, and I'll be over here in my craft closet grabbing my MayMay stamp that has the beehive on it. Huh. It's a printer, so it prints with colors. Does it use vinyl or what does it use? I wasn't sure if it took vinyl or paper, this sublimation. Okay. Special paper, like if it was a print, then cut. Okay. I don't know if I've ever seen a video on that. I'll have to watch one to learn a little bit more about it. And so what do you make with it? Oh, you put it on your, like a shirt or a bag? Is that what you use sublimation for? Sublimation for? So this is a MayMay made it stamp set. It's called The Bee's Knees. And it has some really cute sayings about bees. But I like this honeycomb stamp. So I thought I would... Oh, you can make license plates and cell phone covers. That is so cool. Is it like a 3D printer? Oh, okay. Very cool. Oh, there are markers that you color and heat press it on items. Oh, okay. I know that Creativation booths start cranking up tomorrow. I know that they're getting their booths organized and ready today. And tomorrow there'll be more, maybe, hopefully, more lives from the actual floor of the convention center there. That would be great, because I'm definitely looking forward to seeing who Jess finds to do lives with, and I'm sure Jess will do a live too. I'm looking forward to seeing that. Of course, Christopher's. I noticed that Deco Foil, I was watching one of those sneak peeks, and Deco Foil has a new product coming out. It's some kind of glaze that you put on the... That's the problem. I need to reconnect. Boy, I am getting some major glare here tonight. My goodness. Okay. Let's see if we're back in business here. All right. All right. So we're just going to take this. So I was asking about Ken. Somebody said about Ken doing live videos. I know last year I watched a lot of his live videos. I wasn't sure if he was going to be displaying a booth there this year or doing videos. I know that he is big with Chalk Couture. Wasn't sure if that he would be doing that. So I got my Misty out. Yeah, I saw that Deco Foil felt. That was an interesting concept. It kind of reminded me of the little hearts that were in our inspiration box this time. Whoa. So we're just going to do some Raven ink here with the honeycomb. Like I said, bear with me. I'm not sure where I'm going with this, but we will continue together and come up with something together here. Okay. Yeah, I think it's the weather. Yeah, we have had snow and ice here. Continual freezing rain here in western Pennsylvania, so that has been really tough today because I worked from home today, which I'm very fortunate, you know, with my company, we're able to do that when the weather's bad and the roads are bad. And at the end of the day, it was around 2 o'clock and I had to be on a really important conference call. And of course, my computer was acting up. And normally we do video conference calls, and I thought, oh, I'm going to get in so much trouble for not being able to connect. But when the call started, I noticed that there weren't that many people that were actually, there were no people actually that were displaying themselves on video. So I was glad for that. Ooh, that didn't look very good. I think what I need to do is bring my card panel down a little bit because I'm up at the top and I'm too close to the top. I can't get any stamping off on the, I want to be able to stamp off so that I can get a nice continuous honeycomb from one end to the other here. Okay. All right, so hopefully I'm not going off the screen too much here. Let's just take this off the panel a little bit. Let's see if that works better. So, Diane, where does your niece hail from? What type of live videos does she do? Where does she live? You had mentioned that you thought maybe she was having some rough weather because her lives were having interference as well. Hi, Sandy. Making a Valentine's Day card, believe it or not, with the Brutus Monroe wasps. I don't think anybody's done any lives or made any cards yet with the wasp. I could be wrong. I haven't run into to look at all the blogs that are on the blog hop. Yeah, they're cute. All the little critters are cute. Sandy, I also cut out the spider and the grasshopper on my brother's skin and cut. They turned out really cute too. And I'll show you here in a second once I get my camera to cooperate. They're so adorable. Okay, back to our honeycomb. Yeah, it was definitely easier with the scan and cut. I'm so glad that I have it. I don't think I'd be able to do anything that little with fussy cutting. Let's see, what do we have here? Fatima, did any of you see what Kara and Christopher chatted about? A special pen that attaches via USB to our machines. It has a pen adapter and foils our images and then draws them. Wow, no, I didn't hear about that. Oh my goodness. That sounds really interesting. It'll be so exciting tomorrow to see what new items that Christopher talks about with deco foil. she's from south of Pittsburgh. Okay. And she does live with her jewelry. Oh, my girlfriend does paparazzi jewelry, and she does lives with, but more Facebook, not YouTube. I don't know if that's the same kind of jewelry that your niece sells, or if she makes her own. Whoa, I just had a Misty accident. Oh boy, that's okay. We will this time remember to use our magnets. That's what they're there for. Just have to line this back up better. Okay. Oh my goodness, I am not having any luck getting this paper to stay down. I guess I'll have to get some more painter's tape out. Oh, here's some purple tape. We'll use that. Hey, Belinda. Oh, I was so impressed with Simon. I'm so happy for him. How wonderful. Did anybody else see Simon's presentation today on YouTube? So happy for him. Oh, come on, card. Simon has his own ink now, and some stamps, and some stencils. What a great accomplishment. That's right, to be 16. Although I remember watching his videos. They were some of the first videos I thought, man, he has got it together. He's so well-spoken, and you could tell that he's so in love with arts and crafts and being on YouTube and sharing with us the life hacks that he knows about. He does a great job. Yeah, he always seems so relaxed, natural. Oh, okay, I think it's just because my stamp's a little damp. I keep cleaning it off because it has a lot of ink. Today my ink just seemed like it wasn't flowing. Now it's just gobs coming out of it for whatever reason. Okay. Now, where will Simon's products be for sale? Because he said that it's a partnership with Ranger. Did you guys catch that? Yeah, so maybe they will be for sale through Ranger. I'd like to try some of his stamps. They look really nice. I have so many inks already. Maybe Simon says stamp. Brother. Oh. Okay. Well, what kind did you order, Dee? Did you order the DX? Okay. So that's the newest one, right? Mine's just a CM350, but it does the job. I'm telling you, I'm very pleased with it. To do is have a die to make a circle or oval so that my two wasps can be, don't get lost with the, prominent honeycomb, because just like this, they do get a little bit lost. But if they're on some type of maybe cream colored, then that would help them to stand out a little bit. So I think that's what I'll do. And then I think I'll take my copic markers and color in some of my honeycomb, because I do like coloring. So I'll do that first. You have the 350. Yeah, Sandy, that's what I have. Okay, that's right. All right. I'm very pleased with it. I wish that I knew how to use all of it and all the bells and whistles, but I'm learning, and I know it just takes a little bit of time and practice. You guys know I'm a persistent girly, considering all the problems that I've had with YouTube. I'm very persistent. Okay. I'm just going to grab some of my yellow colored markers. Hey, Doug, my husband's looking at me like, there she goes again, doing her crazy thing on YouTube. He just laughs at me. Well, that's okay. Makes me happy. Yes, it does. So I'm just going to alternate some different colors of yellow. So this honeycomb looks like it's got some light sections and some dark sections. These colors look more like lemons, but these are the only colors I have, so they'll have to do. Every color I've laid down looks exactly the same as the last, even though they're not the same colors. That's so funny. This one is supposed to be marigold color, and it's not really necessarily what you would think about honeycombs, but like I said, I don't have that many yellows, so, and so far they all look exactly the same to me, these yellows that I'm laying down, so I'm going to have to go with some of these dark colors as well. Here and there, not every single honeycomb cell. But if you've ever seen honeycomb, in real life, it's got light and dark. I love honey. How about you ladies? Do you like honey? Oh, me too, Sandy. Good stuff, honey. Especially in my tea. I like honey in my tea. Go. Oh, there's another honey lover, D. It's a scary thought that they say that the bees are having trouble continuing with their colonies in some places. If you think about it, a friend of mine is a beekeeper. She has her own honeybee farm, and I don't know much about a bee, but from what I understand, she, encourages people to not use Roundup and different dandelion killing agents in their yard in the summertime, because that endangers the bee population, and without bees we wouldn't have the bounty of our harvests, because these plants and vegetations rely on the bees to pollinate them and for them to grow. I'm not a horticulturalist or know that much about gardening, but and then I thought, well, that makes sense. I'm not a big fan of bees, but I sure like honey. So whatever I can do on my end to help with that cause, I will. I saw that Artie, Daniel, Dell, and Artie were live today. Did you guys see Daniel go live today on YouTube? He made a really cute card with the bumblebees from the Brutus Monroe set. So Lisa and Diane and Sandy from Pittsburgh, did you guys get a lot of snow, or was it mostly just a little bit of snow and they cleaned it up and then it went away for the day? I didn't see the big butterfly that he did something with that. I missed it. I don't think I was able to stay on that long. I was technically working from home today, and I was working, but I couldn't resist. I had my phone out and I saw that he was making some colors and coloring some things and making a card, so I said hello to everybody that was watching. Yeah, our roads were definitely bad. Although none of our schools were canceled or delayed or anything like that. We're supposed to get a whopper of a storm this weekend. We're supposed to get, where I live, up to 12 inches of snow between tomorrow noon and Sunday noon, if not more. Because a lot of times when they say, oh, we'll only get 6 to 12 inches, it's more like, oh, we're lucky if we get less than 24 inches. I don't know about you guys, but anytime the weatherman says 3 to 6 inches, I always say, 6 to 8 more like it. You just can't predict the weather. Oh, so you guys are supposed to get 4 to 6 inches in Pittsburgh. Okay. I know one thing, that whenever it snows like that, I have trouble with my internet. And I live out in the country. Around my house, there's farms. And, you know, we don't have any kind of cable TV here. We have the Dish Network, and we use the old-fashioned, not dial-up, but the next thing after dial-up. That's what we have. So oftentimes when the weather is bad and things are windy out, it's not unusual for us to not have very good internet service. And I think that's what was happening today. Anybody else live out in the country? I know Lisa and Sandy and Diane, you all are city girls. Oh, thanks, Ivy. That reminds me of flowers, too. Yeah, we're going to get what we get when we get it. Exactly. We can't change it. It's not going to change for us. And we can complain all we want, but all we have to do is get out to the store and buy our milk and bread and be ready for it. So funny, the night before a big storm, how people just flock to the grocery stores. And then our local news will do a story on how, oh, Walmart and Giant Eagle are out of milk and bread due to the pending snowstorm. That's funny because they're the ones that whip up at a frenzy for people to feel like they have to go out and buy all that, you know. So my closest city is Somerset, which is only about 5 miles from my house. But I live out a country road, and there's more farms around us than there are neighbors. We have a couple neighbors here. We have 4 that we can actually see their houses sort of around us. But it's definitely out in the country. Not far from Seven Springs ski resort, and that's a very popular place this weekend because a lot of the people from the cities like Washington, D.C. and Baltimore, Maryland, and even Pittsburgh will come to Seven Springs for the weekend, with it being Martin Luther King Jr. weekend. A lot of people have extra days off work, and then they'll make a nice long weekend out of it and spend the whole time skiing. We have 2 really big ski resorts here, Seven Springs and Hidden Valley. But I'm not much of a skier. Funny story. I was actually born in Uniontown, which those of you from Pennsylvania, you know where that is. Hey, that does kind of remind me of a flower. This would be cute to make flowers with. So we moved here to Somerset when I was in 7th grade, and I went skiing for the first time in 9th grade with a friend who was a neighbor. And I didn't know the first thing about skiing, and it's pretty scary. I mean, the mountain is very icy, and you go really, really fast. And I was pretty petrified, and I'm not going to lie to you, it was scary for me. I mean, even getting on that thing that takes you up the mountain, that it reminds you of a ride that you would ride at let me see, what does Belinda say here? At the Brother DX release, there were two. I'm not sure the numbers on them, but one is crazy expensive and the other one is comparable to the other machines. Oh, so there were two different machines that Brother released with the DX. I think, let me think here. I'm not sure. I mean, I believe you, but I can't remember what the numbers were. No. So you like living on the farm, Diane? So when I went skiing for the first time, like I said, I did what they called snow plow, where you stick your toes together and you just kind of ride down the mountain as slow as you possibly can. Well, the next day I couldn't walk. And I was in 9th grade, and my mom was convinced that I was just like faking it because I didn't want to go to school or something, go to school that day, because we were out pretty late. My friend and I, we were out pretty late skiing, because with skiing, you spend so much time just getting up the mountain just to go right back down again really fast, right back down the mountain, really fast. So you just feel like, oh, I have to stay a little bit longer so I can get my money's worth. It's not a cheap sport. Well, like I said, I couldn't walk the next day, and my mom thought that I was faking it. She thought I was trying to stay home from school. Well, here I had torn a ligament in my knee, and I was on crutches for 6 weeks and couldn't walk. I had snowplowed, to such an extreme extent that I did that to myself, that I injured myself. So, and back then, they didn't do surgery on your knee when you tore a ligament. They just gave you some crutches and said, here you go, don't walk on it for 6 weeks. And that wasn't fun, especially when you're in 9th grade and you have books to carry through the hallway. Yeah, that wasn't fun. All right, so I've got a lot of white space, but I think that when I die cut my oval that I'm going to put my wasps in, it'll fill out okay, because I still have to trim this panel. It's a little bit too large. I know. Oh, cross-country ski. That would be fun. That would be, I heard that is, you have to have a lot of stamina to do that. Here, so I can cut this oval. That was my one and only time that I went skiing. I never went back again. I've done snow tubing, but it's not the same as skiing. Don't mind me here. I'm just going to run this through. So when do you expect to get your Brother machine? Is it something you had to order it? Probably. I don't think you can buy them in stores. I think you have to order it through Amazon or something. Oh yeah, snowboarding. That's a popular sport. I don't think I would have the guts to do something like that. Okay. Okay, so you ordered it from Michael's. Gotcha. Well, you have to tell us when it comes in. And oh, you were a coach for Special Olympics. Cool. That is so awesome. And he won his division. That is so cool. Great. Okay. So I think this is coming together pretty good. I think that oval makes it jump out at you a little bit. So what I'm going to do is get my paper trimmer and trim it down. Okay, let's see. All right, is it working now? Can you see me making hand waving motions at you? There we are. We're back. Okay, so I put my panel on the ivory colored cardstock. Now I have this oval ivory colored stitched oval die. Okay, put that on there. I'm going to take some art to glitter glue. I can't even spell tonight. So, is it back? I'm just going to grab a couple sequins here because we're putting those on in a little bit. I got these too. They're really nice. They're from Pretty Pink Posh. They're these bright yellow. They're called marigold. Yeah, I think I want to use these. They're sort of like a flat back pearl. And we're buffering again, I think. So sorry, folks. You still see me? Okay. I guess it's just my screen that I'm looking at that is slowed down. So I'll just keep going here. And the sentiments from this stamp set. Okay, we've got, let me find it here. Well, the one says Happy Valentine's Day. And then we have that says For My Love. I like that one. You Make My Heart Flutter. That's a cute one too. It's a little big, but I can put it on the inside. This one says, You Are Beautiful. Beautiful. That's cute. And this one says, We Are the Perfect Pair. So I think I'll go with a small sentiment on the front. You are beautiful. That would make sense since we're talking about hornets here. And then on the inside, I'll put You Make My Heart Flutter. That would be cute. Okay, tell me if I'm buffering here. I can't tell if I am or not. Let's try to reload my page. Maybe if I reload my page. Okay. Alrighty. All right, good. Now I can actually see it too. I'm not buffering. Okay. Got a little bit of light on this so you can see better. Okay, so I've got this piece of ivory colored cardstock that I keep with my trimmings that I make. So I thought I would stamp the sentiment on that. So I'm just using some Raven ink and getting that loaded up with some ink. Okay, good. I'm glad it's stopped buffering for you, for me. It's buffering for me. Okay. See how this turns out. Probably crooked. I'm not really good at doing this freehand. Yeah, it's a little crooked. Try another one. I'm the kind of person, I'll try it once or twice, but I don't keep going over and over again. I just go with it. I'm going to bring it down here though where I can see better. Oh, that turned out cute. Yes, that'll do. You are beautiful. And find my scissors. Never can find my scissors when I need them. Had them here earlier. They always get buried underneath something. Oh my goodness. Here they are. Okay. All right, so we're just gonna cut this out about right here. And I'd like to say that I'm really good at making like little fishtails and stuff, but I'm not. When I try to make my sentiments fancy or slanted or whatever, I end up making a mess. So I think I'll just leave it the way it is and just glue it down to the front of my card right here. Okay, let me just get some glue. I see some folks make these cards, and every time they cut out their sentiment, they just take their scissors and put a little fishtail at the end. And I do that, and it looks awful. So, not doing that again. Yeah, by the way, Sandy, I was really proud of you to see that you put your card on the Brutus Monroe fan page. And it was really, really cute. You did a great job. You should be putting more of your creations on there. I'd love to see them. I don't know if you all caught her card that she put on there. Yeah, I do need to get a small die for the sentiments. The ones that I have are quite big, so. And when you get a little sentiment like this, it doesn't make much sense to get that big die out. The Brutus Monroe anniversary party, I think they're going to look really cute with the bees. They're just shiny and dimensional. They just look like little pieces of crystallized honey. That's what it reminds me of. It's quite fitting. Ugh. I hate this. I don't like this tool, but it's the only one that I have for this type of work. Yes, Sandy, we do want to see more of yours. Definitely. I got gook all over that one. This tool, it's called Pick Me Up by Silhouette. I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know. To me, it reminds me of a piece of gum at the end that somebody chewed and stuck on the end of the tool. It kind of grosses me out. But it does the trick. Ugh. Okay. Not working. It does the trick with stencils, though. It's helping me to maneuver those quite well, but not the little flat back pearls. I'm sure there's other tools out there that I could be using, but I don't have them. I use what I've got. I'm trying not to buy more stamps this year. I'm trying to use what I have. Besides Brutus Monroe, I'll still subscribe to the inspiration kit and get that every month. But I canceled all my other monthly inspiration boxes or stamps. I used to get Unity every month. Did you guys hear that there was a new Unity? I didn't see them yet, but there were new Unity stamps out that were with Christopher Allen. I have to reconnect, it says. Okay. We'll start up here. Put a couple dots of glue down and put the sequins there right on top. This is when having long fingernails come in handy. When you have to put sequins down. Yes, sir, that does help. I don't let my fingernails get too long, but I was supposed to get them cut down yesterday, and I just ran out of energy at the end of the day and told them I would come in next week instead. Oh my gosh, I was so tired yesterday. I came home from work, had supper, sat on the couch and slept until about 9 o'clock. And then, of course, I was wide awake, which is unfortunate because I needed to get to bed, but I couldn't get to bed. So I was doing things in my craft room. I was working on the glitter pastes. That's what I was doing. The glitter glaze. I was making some really cool Valentine's Day theme. Oh my gosh, I almost used the whole little can of glitter glaze. Have any of you ever been playing with glitter glaze and almost used the whole, 1 ounce jar all at one time? I can't do this. I have to save some. I can't use it all at once. But I made some really cool products. I'll show them to you in a second here. To make a card with. Have you done that once? Okay, I'm not the only one. What color were you using, Fatima? Do you remember? Scarlet. Ooh, nice. Are you using stencils as well? That's what I was using, stencils. Well, two more to go. I feel like I'm doing microsurgery here, putting these little adhesives onto this card front. Oh, stuck. I need a little... I have a special tool for this, but you think I would remember to grab it? No. Heck no. Pair of tweezers, maybe? I'm using the pin from my art glitter glue. Not the best use of my art glitter glue steel pin. Yeah, it's a pretty pink for Valentine's Day this time. And of course, that embossing powder. Holy moly. It is so hot pink. And here I am making yellow cards. Not really keeping with the red and pink theme for Valentine's, but that's okay. It's keeping with the theme of the hornets, or wasps, whatever you want to call them, because they certainly look at home, don't they? With the honeycomb behind them. And I'm just picking up the extra glue. So somebody didn't get their stuff yet? I finally got mine 2 days ago. I know Ivy finally got her. I think, was it her embossing? Are you serious, Lisa? You're waiting for your inspiration box still? Oh my gosh. Lisa, you live closer than I do. What in the world happened this time? I've never had such problem. I kept emailing Christopher and Heather and asking them about the status of my inspiration box. And then I got it the next day. And it came from UPS. Instead of coming from the post office, it came from UPS. But it was weird because the my order said that it was fulfilled on January the 9th. And I didn't get it until like the 17th. I mean the 16th, sorry. I didn't get it until the 16th. Okay. I'm going to let that dry before I stamp the inside. So I'm just going to maybe hold it up closer to the iPhone, so you can get a better view of the card. And then I want to show you some of the things I made with the glitter glaze. Oh, sorry, I'm off camera. Hold on. I will get this figured out. I'm not really good with directionally impaired. Okay, come on, card. Which way do I need to go? Hold on. Holy moly, here we go. Well, nope, there. Boom. Found it. Ah, thank you. Well, I wasn't expecting it to take that turn and be all yellow and gold and honey. Whoops. Sorry, it's up so close. But I like it. I think it turned out pretty doggone cute. Yeah, they are cute bugs. That honeycomb turned out really nice. I like that better than if I would have stenciled it. Like what I thought I was going to stencil it, but I like it better with the stamping instead. Okay, so let me show you real quick here, and then I'll let you all go. Whew, my goodness, I'm knocking everything over. I'm going to stamp this inside. I was making some stuff last night with my stencils. Oh. Yeah, where did I put that stuff? I was so happy with the way it turned out. I thought I had it laying right here on my desk. Oh my goodness. Just a little bit absent-minded tonight. I put it... Let me check one more spot here, and otherwise I'll let you all go. I'm sure you have other things to be doing tonight to take care of on this Friday night. Well, I'm sorry. I can't find where I put them. My scavenger hunt is coming up empty. But I will take pictures of them, and I will post them for you all to see. And I'll probably make cards out of them once I find what it is. But I had the word love in a stencil, and it was quite large. It was like 1.5 inches, L-O-V-E, so that was cool. And then, you know, in Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love, how the L-O-V-E is stacked like a square. I had a stencil where the L-O-V-E was like that. So I did the glitter glaze with that as well. And that turned out really cute. And then I had some really big heart stencils. And I had to actually hand cut those. They were nice and puffy though. I like the dimension. They were really cute. And then the final thing was a stencil that had words about, you know, like butterflies, but I was thinking it would apply to bugs, and it talked about love and wings and things like that. So that's what I used almost my entire thing of glitter glaze on, because I was having so much fun with it. Let me see, one more chance. I'm gonna look at one more place, and then I'll let you go here. Yeah. Let me show you how much I used. Oh, I can't get it open. Here we go. Look how much I used. I'm not kidding. I mean, I dug into that. I really did use a lot. I mean, there's still a good bit left, but I've never used that much at one time. All right, where in the world did I put those? Oh my goodness, that just makes me. So, like I said, that's all I have for tonight. Yeah, it's a real pretty color. I fell in love with it. This was the pink that came with the inspiration. Well, it's the glitter glaze club of the month. It came with my inspiration box. It's called Flamingo. That's the name of it, Flamingo. All right. Yeah, they're messy, Sandy. Like, I mean, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with, you know, getting messy. But when I play with my glitter glaze, I have to have this palette knife that I use. And then I have a tub of soapy water. And what I'll do is, as I go through my stencils and create, I will try to clean off the stencil the best that I can, and then just throw it into the tub of soapy water. And then that way, well, I can show you real quick if you want me to. Sandy, have you ever seen Christopher use glitter glaze before? Okay. Oh, look what I just found. My honeycomb stencil. Yeah, I was looking for it. And now I just found it. Well, imagine that. Yeah, I found it. I knew it was in here. But I didn't prepare ahead and get it. You know, get it out. I had this polka dot stencil that I used my glitter glaze on. Let's see if I know where I laid that. I think what I'll do, I have this small little stencil. It's not too big. And then I'll have to log off when I'm done so that I can get the stencil. I don't like to keep the stuff on my stencil any longer than I have to. So I've got the stencil. This is from iStencil. I ordered it off of iStencil. It's called BAM's Badass Mini Stencil, which is kind of a funny name, but they're really cute. They kind of remind you of tattoo style artwork. But that's from iStencil, and it's just a small one. It's not really big. You just lay it on there like you're putting icing on a cake. Trying not to get it, trying to keep your stencil as still as possible so that you don't get it under the edges of the stencil. You want to just go over the top. And you just have to add a little bit more. I generally, whoopsie, the way it lifted, that's not good. You want it to stay as flat as possible. I generally just go in one direction. That's just my way of doing it. Just gonna add that. Yeah, a pink glitter honeycomb. Wouldn't that be adorable? I didn't know if anybody else thought so. So that was going through my head at the time, but I didn't know if you guys thought that would be a little bit off the wall to do something like that. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to get myself a baby wipe. All right, here we go. The reveal. The best part of playing with glitter glazes is pulling the stencil up and seeing what it looks like. Oh, that turned out so nice. And that will make a very nice card background. Let's see if I can get it in. Nice oval shape. That's really cute. See that? Isn't that pretty? I love that. That's the only mini stencil I have from this company, but just the right size when you're making cards. Not too big, not too small. It's just a nice pattern. And like I said, I got that from iStencil. It's called BAM, Badass Mini Stencil, but I don't know what design it is. It's been a while since I purchased this. I used to do jelly prints with my jelly plate. I was like really into that for a while. And then I would make art journals out of those pages. That's what I used to do before I started stamp making. Thanks, everyone. All right, well, I'm going to let you all go so that you can get your rest and get to playing with your own stamps and your own products. I really appreciate you being on the live with me tonight and watching as I created the honeycomb wasp hornet Valentine's Day card. So it was great to see you all. And with the weather, I don't think I'm going to even try to go live tomorrow because it's so frustrating and I hate all the buffering and all the, false starts. But hopefully we'll get our fill of lives tomorrow as we watch the different creativation. Yes, Ivy, my friend Tammy did like the card with the llama. And then my friend Jess, yeah, she liked it too. But I sent one to my friend Tammy too, and she liked it a lot.